Hello, YouTube. So nice to see you all. It helps when I turn on the correct audio. We're going to get started here in just a second. I'm just doing a quick mic check. All right, the mic has been checked. I am joined by Final Warrior, my chief internet smack talker. We're doing this low tech. He's actually on, which way is the camera? A Bluetooth in my ear on the phone. So I can hear him. You guys can't, but of course he can still type in the chat and I'll relay anything that may be needed. So if you hear me stop talking and listen to the air and then laugh, I'm not any more crazy than normal. I'm just listening to the voice in my head. That's totally real this time. I know we did the first level of Wallace and Gromit together, and since then I've gotten the platinum for the original game, and I owe my brother, Final Warrior, and James credit for that. All of them have stepped in and helped me on various levels. And when I say helped me, at least with the case of James, hi James, he basically carried me through that last level. That was insanity. So thank you. And you do get credit in the video that's coming out about it too. Not that you asked for it, but it's owed and deserved. Sorry, the voice in my head. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So I got through all of that, got the platinum, and now we are working towards the Wallace and Gromit stuff, and I've been doing it by myself, and each level's taken a minimum of 90 minutes. The basement took almost 3 hours, maybe a little longer than, and so I called up Final Warrior and I said, hey buddy, you want to help me out? And he was fine to help me out. So we just loaded into this level, and wouldn't you know it, it's just vehicles. It's like the easiest level so far. So we're definitely going to get through the next level too. And if we run out of that and we're still going well and the stream's going well and everyone wants to, we're going to work on other content, because my goal is to get definitely all the trophies, which is going to involve getting some DLCs. But if possible, 5-starring every level. And in a perfect world, it would be before PowerWash 2 comes out, which I knew was coming out, and then James and I were talking, and now I'm super excited for. And if the stars align and everything works out, that might be a game that I hit hard and heavy and early, because it looks amazing. Just amazing. Shrek is big. Okay, well, James, I might pull you in for that too, if you want. If you want. Yeah. So that's where we're at. And the voice in my ear, I can't tell if that's the stream that I'm hearing or if you were trying to say something, but... Okay. I'm just hearing myself on his stream. Isn't he nice? He's still giving me credit for a view on my stream, even though he's helping. Isn't he nice? So yeah, that's the state of things. How is everybody on this fine Sunday evening? Hopefully you're all good, and hopefully you're not still under heat advisories like I am. It's stupid, ludicrous hot. It's so hot, cars are bursting into flames, and I'm not even joking. I have a picture. Just bursting into flames in parking lots. Well, I have a picture of it full smolder, but it definitely burned. Who knows? Maybe it was arson or something fun. Also very, very glad that I found this out here. Let's do this. Let's turn off that monitor that I use to monitor things, and that way I have to look this way or right at you. Hi, everybody. I'm making eye contact. I'm a good streamer, a good presenter. There we go. The voice in my head said that's uncomfortable. And he's right. As an introvert, that's just uncomfortable. The license plate says donuts, and now I'm jealous. I would like a donuts license plate. This level's not going to take too long. We're already 2/3 of the way through it. So there we go. Also, channel update. I think it's pretty much a guarantee that September will be the last month that I can guarantee pre-recorded stuff every day of the week. Between work and life and just getting a little better at making videos. It's taken longer, which I'm not complaining about, but I just can't keep this pace up. So been talking with some friends of mine that also do YouTube and coming up with a plan of action. I know you haven't seen the new better edited stuff yet, but it's coming. August 7th is one of them. That's just a better video, but they're coming. I'm not just talking junk, but I think it's going to be more so live streams with a few pre-recorded, edited segments, and I may or may not hit content every day, but hopefully the better quality makes up for it. But no fear, we're going to finish up everything we've started. It just may take a little longer than originally planned, and I've got a game. It's a little bit newer because one of my friends was correct. I play a lot of old games, and maybe something newer would be nice. So yeah. That's true. Final Warrior said, I was playing Black Wukong and then I just gave up, which is true. Technically, it's a reason, not an excuse, but I had shoulder surgery and I physically couldn't play that game. I should actually try to get back into that. That might be fun. Laugh at me as I die repeatedly in a video game. What part needs cleaned? The rear door. Okay. There we go. Happy birthday, man. I'll try to remember, put it in my contacts. 8/8. That shouldn't be too hard to remember. I hope. But happy early birthday, because I will forget by the time it's your actual birthday. That's just how I do. Hey, buddy. I just saw you. My bestie best friend is in here. Ooh, ooh. Alright. Surely we're done with this truck, right? Is there any more truck to clean? That's Snowmatron. We didn't finish the plane. We just moved on. Techno trousers are done. That was for a trophy. Bakery truck. There it is. The fuel cap. Alright. And the ventilator fan. Alright, where if I was a bakery truck fuel cap, where would I be? There's that. And now side window. Oh, I'm not Gromit, by the way. I don't know if you saw Final Warrior over here. Wherever he is. Dude, where are you? If you were a snake, he could have bit me by now. Now you're just high. There he is. That's what I am. Definitely not Gromit. So, there we go. All right. Back to this thing. Where is a ventilator fan? Is that this thing? It is this thing. I do hope for the sequel that the highlighting works better. Windshield wipers? Okay, well, I know what those are. And just make sure I haven't missed something. Plane. We're down to the plane. All right. Whee! I see dirt. I did not do a good job on this one. Alright, what else on the plane? The control panel. Is that this thing? Right there. Alright. Plane wheel. Oh, there is a wheel shoved under there. My dumb self looked down at the bottom of the sawhorse like, oh, I don't see a wheel. Also in the sequel, if they could have separate sounds for different people working, that would be cool too. I am seriously hyped for it though. It looks great. Alright. There it was. Alright, plane wheel. Is that it for the plane? You know, I've cleaned like 6 things. Not really. And you're still working on this. I appreciate you. Nothing like volunteering to help me and I give you grief. Yeah, huh? Ooh. 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 Where'd it go? I sat here and something said push down to do something, and now it's gone. There it is. Oh, it's pick up equipment? What equipment? Oh, that ladder. That's no fun. Oh. The fan club of PowerWash grows. Just looping all kinds of people into it. Including the 9 of you. Hi. Thank you all for being here. Feel free to drop a comment just to say hi, and if you don't want to, that's fine too. Lurkers are totally fine. That's usually how I do. Unless you're one of my friends, and then I won't shut up. Snowmatron Axle. Just lousy with dirt. The glove. Which glove? That one. Hey, now we're motoring. Complete the Wallace and Gromit vehicle job. And look, effort. Time for a drink. Hello, Grumpy Gray Farmer. Nice to see you here, buddy. For those of you that don't know, he's another creator, and he has some great stuff. So check him out. All right. Let's go. And what was it? The paintings on the inside need done first, I think. Let me just double check. Paintings first. All right. This is big. This is big. Okay, that all counts as a painting. I was hoping the frame wasn't excluded. Is that not good enough? Do you want more? I'm probably giving James a heart attack doing it this sloppy. Do better. Yeah, when I help him out and it comes up for a trophy, I leave him alone so that he can get the trophy if it's a first thing. And he's doing the same thing here. That way we don't accidentally mess someone else's trophy up, which is appreciated. Although if he helped and it got messed up, I could blame him and that would make me feel better. But no. Okay, thank goodness that's a deck chair, not a painting. That'll be a painting. I'm sorry, what'd you say? That's true. The person in my ear reminded me that he gave me a ton of help with the 95%. And he's right. He did. So... there it is. Where's the next one? Yeah, I'm glad to see you, Grumpy. Or you prefer Farmer? I don't know. Whatever you prefer. So, we've been trading comments back and forth on videos for a while. I guess now tag I'm it, huh? Which is fine. It's an excuse to go see it. The Art of Cleaning. All right, Final Warrior. Go nuts. All right, so now while he's doing that, and there's a lot of lag, I'm just going to sit down here and enjoy my palace. Dirt streaks and all. I've got about 15 more seconds before he'll see that on the stream, except he's also live in my ear, so should probably actually do some stuff. It is quite the delay between when we do something and when you guys see it, which is fine. Which is fine other than when you're trying to communicate instructions. So, but he did say, yeah, but the trophy pops in real time, so he knew he was good. So that's true. So, yeah. I did not think this trophy or this rocket would be this big. You see how I'm answering your questions in my ear and still talking to the stream? Do you appreciate the brilliance of this? Yep. I should get a trophy for how clean this room is. See how this works, guys? This is quality broadcasting here. Hey, man, have a good night. Thanks for dropping in. I totally sympathize with getting up early. I'll catch you on your next video, dude. Okay. Put that on the thing. And just keep cleaning. And that one's done. Hey, Final Warrior, did you get the trophy pop for that one too? You did get the artwork? Did you get the one for completing the level? All right, so you're up 3 trophies for helping me so far. Cool. Nice, because they always said you can't do that, but what do they know? Also, for those of you that want to do this game, when you get to the trophy about completing something to 95%, but nothing pops, the strategy guides will tell you to do it at this the monument, and I'm not going to say more than that because spoilers. Don't. That's ridiculously hard. I was blessed enough to be walked through it on, I think it's called the bungalow. Maybe it's a split level. It was a house, and it was super stressful. And I saw a video the other day. I'm doing research for a... I've got some tips for if you've never played this and you want to get started that I wish I knew. And the research I'm doing is how many other videos have this stuff in there. And so far most don't, which is good. So there's actually maybe a market for this. But in doing my research, I did find one person, and I'm going to try it out. And if it works, I'm going to throw it in there and obviously give them credit if I can find their video again. But you do the old-fashioned bicycle, the penny farthing, and you stand in one spot and spray everything you can possibly spray from that one spot rooted, and then you jump on top and spray straight down, and that's supposed to work every time. So I'm going to try it and see. Obviously I won't get the trophy again, but I can manually check and see if it worked. And if that works, I may cry, because I spent 10, maybe more, hours of my life trying to get that trophy. And I needed help. And if it takes all of 3 minutes jumping on that bicycle, I won't know what to do with myself. I'm kind of surprised you're not laughing in my ear. Alright. Let's see. Probably the shorter extension now. I also got my wife hooked on this, which is fun. Everyone comes down with the sickness eventually. Okay, where's the dirt? There's the dirt. In fact, she and the baby may be watching. The armchair still has stuff, okay? Where's the armchair? I thought it would be the top. There we go. Yeah, Final Warrior just said, so if the volcano was the reason for everything being dirty, what's the excuse in space? And the canonical answer to that is, I don't know, man. Don't you want more DLC? I did not know this thing had a story at all until I opened up the DLC trophy guide, and it said spoiler warnings. And then Final Warrior and Toasty filled me in on the fact that there is actually a story, and now I've watched 3 lore videos on it, and that pleases me. I don't know why, but that pleases me. Yes, there needs to be a PowerWash Simulator iceberg video. I agree, voice in my ear. Eventually, I'll be good enough at the YouTube that I'll figure out how to have you on and hear you and pipe you through while we're doing this. But for now, I think you kind of enjoy being able to not. Let's see. What else? Oh, the inside of this thing has... Oh my goodness. Okay. What did you do with your Sunday? I sprayed the inside of a lampshade out with a power sprayer. Really? Let's see what we can do about all of that. There, that's the lamp shade. And the lamp. Okay. Alrighty. Keep spraying down bookshelves in this game. Oh, since we're here and I have dead air to fill, which is a harder skill than you guys would think. There's a streamer named, or YouTube creator, Twisted Jonathan, good friend of mine. Watch his videos on how to effortlessly fill time. For me, not effortless, but my brother and I, years ago, were talking on the phone because we live really far apart. And we were each playing our own individual separate video games and having conversation. And, ooh, James, I just saw that. What would you think of a PowerWash DLC for iconic places and events? Example, the Titanic before it sinks. I would not want to PowerWash the entire Titanic, but I get what you're saying, and that actually sounds amazing. Or Final Warrior just said, or you're the reason that it sank because you filled it with water. The iceberg was a cover story for your business. But no, that's a good idea. I'm sure they're not going to put out any more content for this one with 2 on the horizon, but that would be cool for number 2. And it might be dark humor, but I think it would be pretty cool to do one like after a famous battle and you got to go clean up. Final Warrior's building off of it. He said you could do famous vehicle pack like the Batmobile, the Mystery Machine. I'm sure you'd have said A-Team's van if I hadn't cut you off. Transformers. Maybe they could turn around and help you out, raise their arms or something so you can get all the spots. Oh, that's what I was saying. But yeah, my brother and I would sit around, play games, talk, have what we consider to be deep and insightful conversations. And one day I was like, you know, we should record this and do a podcast. It would be great. And he was like, yeah, but who's got the time? And we don't know how. And I'm like, valid point. And really, who's going to want to listen to 2 dudes sitting around talking into their phones at each other? So we never did. And then it occurred to me, hey, I've got this YouTube channel now. He's still got a phone. Let's do gaming themed. I mean, most of the time our conversations were gaming themed, but let's do gaming themed conversations. Record them while we play. stick them up on the YouTube. So the first one of those comes out on 9/10, and it's just our thoughts on 5 gaming franchises that we wish would continue. And he did extra credit and got like 7. I stuck to the rules, but he's cooler, so you know. So be looking for that. It's totally different, not something I would normally do on the channel. But it was a really good time, and hopefully that translates for content for you guys. So, or it gets brought up so we can clean it before it goes to the museum. I like that, because then you could just do a chunk of it and walk through it. That would be good. I'm sure someone would complain, you know, people died, why are you turning it into a game? And to which I would say, have you ever seen a movie about World War II? Shush. Table's done. Yeah, I like that idea. The historical stuffs. I wonder if you have to have like a purchase rights to do like, here's the Battle of Little Bighorn cleanup or something. You know, like it's a place, it's a story in history. You know, or hey, you want to clean Versailles? Those blueprints are available online. Do you need to contact someone in the French government and say, hey, we would like to do this? Yep, like Final Warrior just said, clean the Louvre, but do not hit the paintings or you'll mess up. It would be something. I can't believe I'm 66% of the 56%. I can do math. 55% of the way away from finishing this DLC. I appreciate everyone that helped, because this has taken forever, including my wife, who was just like, hey, do you mind if I play? I'm like, nope, I'm going to go lay down, so have fun. She did about half of the basement level for me. Sorry, stopped talking, started concentrating on cleaning. The stuff got real. I can do like this, the pro gamer stance. I know, how dare I play the game. By the way, all politics aside, I was tickled beyond belief to see Triple H when he was at the White House came out and did his little blow water into the air thing. I didn't watch it with volume, but I hope that his music was playing while he did that. That was awesome. And I'm not even a Triple H fan. I'm not even especially a wrestling fan other than the spectacle of it. But I don't need to see dudes covered in baby oil yelling at each other in their underwear. But I fully respect and enjoy when they wrestle. That's some high athletic stuff. The outcomes may be predetermined, but the thumps are real. You know, when they go like flying off a ladder or something. And I'm sorry to anyone that I may have spoilered that wrestling is predetermined. It wasn't my intention. I'm sure for some of you that comes as a blow. I remember when I was a kid, that was a long time ago, but I remember when I was a kid and that was still hotly debated whether or not it was fake. And it's like, you know, I just can't see someone getting hit and then standing there and staggering and turning just so that they can get him again. And they're like, yeah, but he's stunned. I'm like, even if I was stunned, I would fall the other direction. Like, try to get away. Baby oil? We doing Diddy here? I mean, for you? No, I can't. No. Yeah, apparently we can do Diddy because Diddy got off. So it's allowed, apparently. Yeah, that was a bad choice of words. You're right, voice in my ear. They can clip it, meme it, turn me into a viral thing. It'll be fine. Speaking of clipping it and memeing it, the next podcast with my brother, we talk about 5 franchises that we wish would end. And I think, without even meaning to, and with no ill intention, we stepped on everyone's sacred cow. So, yeah, he did. Thank you for your discretion there, because I really stepped in it. So yeah, tune into that one. Just, just so you can leave hate comments or something. And this interior is almost done. One more quadrant. Did you write something? What'd you read? Oh, in the chat. Oh, did we hit COD? Did we? I'm trying to remember. I think we did. Pretty sure we did. Let me check my notes real quick. As I stop moving. It wasn't on my list, but I think it was on his. And if it wasn't explicitly on his list, then we mentioned it, because I remember talking about it. And we might have made insulting voices about people that are like, it's not the same thing over and over. Now it's night vision. So they'll hate us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was on his list, because I was like, I actually like the single player. We were talking specifically about the multiplayer. So that can go away. That's fine. Could you imagine, though, what would happen to the economic status of a lot of creators on Twitch and YouTube if Call of Duty quit putting out online multiplayer stuff? They'd go broke. Or they'd go to Fortnite. Valid point. The voices in my head. Yeah, I threw in a couple that I know are going to get me some hate, but y'all can check that one out when it comes out. And I honestly, I can't speak for my brother, but I honestly did not do it to be inflammatory or cause drama for the sake of discussion. It was some I actually felt just needed to go. The problem is most of those most franchises that are still going, someone really likes them. So you're stepping on someone's favorite just for mentioning it. I was trying to explain it to my wife. I was like, imagine if someone said, this is why Hallmark Christmas movies need to go away. And she was like, well, they've kind of gone downhill, so that wouldn't be so bad. And I was like, imagine if they said this is why 1990s Hallmark Christmas movies need to go away. And she was like, you shut your mouth. I'm like, there we go. That's the response. There, that's done. So, for those of you that play this game, what the heck do you spend your money on after you own almost everything? Like, I even bought the expensive $4,000 outfit. Do you just buy soap? Someone let me know, because I got money to burn. Buy soap on something you don't even... Is that everything in here done? Does it not just say interior? Of course not. That would just be nice. Rocket ladder. Interior window. Rocket interior bookshelf. Okay, apparently I missed some of that. Let's do something super fun and just point at everything and see if it's done. Do I not entertain you? Is this not what you tuned in for? Pretty sure this is what you tune in for. Are you still making noise on your side? Everything went very quiet on mine. There, it's making noise. Okay. Crumbs! The rocket knee deep in them. And all that in-flight cracker eating. Okay. Okay, so it says interior after rocket. So that's where they are. Alright. Everything on the inside's clean. One day you'll have to take a look. I'm pretty sure. Yep, I checked the percentages. Yes, I did. I got the interior mug. He thinks he caught me on something. Kindly give the inside of the rocket a spring cleaning. Dude, it's already done. Kindly double check your work before you complain on my text messages. How about that? Ow, I hurt myself. I hurt myself. No. I think I'm allowed 4 seconds. That wasn't 4 seconds. Of course, I doubt that I could sing it close enough to write that they would even know that's what I was doing. C, Poppy. How about D? Gotta talk over the kids' heads. That didn't clean a lot. Tiger Claw. There we go. Behold the clean. Also, I don't know if I ever mentioned it on a live stream or in a video, so if I'm repeating myself, sorry. It took me until the Ferris wheel level to realize you can move those scaffolds. Until then, I was just using them where they were put and jumping around a lot. So, I'm dumb. Yeah, the first step is admitting. The second step is opening up a beer. Wait, that's probably not right. For those of you that watch, I think his name's... Well, I know his name's Steve, but I think his last name is Wallace. He does a stealth camping YouTube series. And step 2 in his list of how to stealth camp is to have a beer. I should link one of his videos. And he'd be like, why is this random dude linking my videos on his PowerWash Simulator game? But we're friends on X, so that's basically real life, right? That sounded awesome. It sounded like the Dark Souls where the guy's big helmet smacked the ladder. Alright. Ah! I'm falling to my inevitable doom. Curse my folly. You're seeing behind the curtain now, buddy. You're seeing all of the stuff that goes into this. It ain't much, but it's work. Admin's seen it. Yeah, Steve's channel's the best. Have you seen the video where he bought the old RV that he used to live in? Not the exact same one, but the same model. And dressed up like it was the 70s. And had 70s appropriate dinner, and that was awesome. Easily a top 10 best YouTube video of all time. I'm glad someone else is a person of culture and has watched his channel. Yeah, those percentages are jumping. Alright. Are you going to use this scaffolding anytime soon? I just don't want it right up against, and here's as good a place as any to start. Alright. How much higher does it go? You know, so Final Warrior just said in my ear, basically, I know this is the Wallace and Gromit DLC, but based off of the way the rocket looks, he thinks it's Nickelodeon. And I was just thinking, you know, this looks an awful lot like some of the SpongeBob DLC kind of fell through and got altered. So I'm going to have to look it up and see if they reused some assets. So what did you do today on your live stream, dear? How are you trying to help our family? Well, I sprayed fake water on a fake rocket and commented on how it looked like it came from SpongeBob. We're basically going to be monetized in a week. Don't you worry. Okay, this is so slow. Let's do this. There we go. That's better. Yeah. Let's keep going. Yes, I just saw your comment, admin. Yeah, with crazy next door neighbor and his wife passing. Yeah, it was a bad couple of years for him. And the video where he talks about her passing breaks me. When it comes up on my feed, I'm like, nope, not watching this. She passed about the same time my dad did. So I don't know if it affected me more because of that or because it's him and he's such a cool guy and he didn't. I mean, no one deserves their spouse to go, but he really didn't deserve that. But I guess now he's found someone that makes him happy. So happy for him. Just started thinking about it. Got a little choked up. On to something else. How about them local sports team? Giant, inappropriate for work looking robot. You're a Dalek using protection. I got him to laugh. It was worth it. Ah. Okay, I won't. He just said something amazing and then told me I can't share, so maybe he'll put it in chat. Or maybe he's just worried about my monetization that I don't even have yet. About to say, how about Battlefield 6? Battlefield 6 is looking good. Yeah. Battlefield 6 is I've seen so many people that have said, I swore I was never going to pre-order one of their things again after the last one, and dang it, now I want to. I have not heard Orbit Culture's song Hydra. Is that the band that sounds like Metallica when they were good, or is that a different band that I'm thinking about? It's true. Oh yeah, the Battlefield looks amazing. I'm playing Battlefield 1 right now, and it is really good. And I just said I don't like online multiplayer, and that one wasn't terrible because, of course, to go for platinum, there's a mandatory online multiplayer. I don't like that. Yeah, that's them. Okay, see, I do my best to remember the suggestions people give me for music. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, do you like Metallica?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I used to." And he goes, "Yeah, me too. This band sounds like them when they were good." So, check out Orbit Culture. This video is not sponsored by anyone, by the way. I'm just going out here like giving out. I'm telling everyone, "Hey, go check this out. Go watch this. Go do that." I make exactly $0 for this. And that's okay, because I'm doing it for the love. But now, having said that, if someone would like to sponsor me to listen to their music and talk about how good it is, I will happily do that, provided that I actually like your music. I'll take your money to talk about something I like. But that hasn't happened. This has got to be great for you guys. This is probably the worst camera angle I could possibly use. Sorry. James, have you done this, the Wallace and Gromit DLC? Oh, I missed. Nothing like me coming in and stealing your dings, huh? You're such a good friend. Alright. Do I have to be inside of the ring? Why won't you place? Nah, Cam would be worse unless she got hobbit feet. Well, funny you should mention it, my friend. I do have hobbit feet. But it's gonna take a subscription to see them. They're gnarly. Just gnarly. Yeah, that was gonna be my joke when I started the cam up. Was like, all right, well, I'm desperate, I need something, so here's my foot cam, and then just have the camera pointed at the floor with a ruler in frame. And my wife vetoed that one, which is smart. I appreciate her wisdom. It's true, I've seen them. Thanks, bestie. But it is true. All right. It is almost done. Wow. Wow. Hey, you made it to the top. Started at the bottom and now you're all the way up here. Don't hide. What are you, shy? I'm not really sure why they changed the guy. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I think it's cool. I'm glad they did, but how funny would it be to see the PowerWash guy in here in this cartoon world? I mean, we've already got time traveling, aliens, the Pacific Rim volcano chain. Apparently the gnomes are alive. Why not just add this guy showing up in like SpongeBob's world? Like, sure, this checks out. Why not? Yeah, that would actually be pretty funny. Final Warrior just said that for the next Astrobot DLC, they need the PowerWash guy spraying down the PS5. That would actually be really funny. I just don't know if they do it simply because he's not PlayStation exclusive. But that would be great. So close. Hey now. Pushing me off. I'm one step closer to the edge. Porthole's done. Rocket upper body done. I think that just leaves this super annoying outer trim to do. Well, and clearly some other things, because we're still at 98%. And they haven't given us our last 3 jobs. Yeah, how dare you miss stuff down here? How dare you? With everything I'm not paying you for, and you didn't just get it all done? Apparently I missed something up there too, so fair's fair. Okay, and that's back where I started. All right. Let's check the actual list. That one didn't say interior. I fail. I fail. I'm so embarrassed. And upper rocket body panel. Rocket lower body. Rocket upper body. You got the lower? Alright, let me... Ooh, it's worth all of 50 cents. Okay, it's a panel on the upper body. It got real quiet in this game. Shh, we're thinking. It's... It's a known fact that foot reveals directly lead to a 200% increase in gamer skill. But then I wouldn't be relatable. I'd just be so good. It's right below you. If you carefully walk off the edge, or down to the ledge, rather. Yay, we have touchdown. All right. Boom. Have you gone inside yet? You might want to check it out, since you never need to come back here. Since you got the trophies too. Alright, so Gromit was setting up a picnic and they brought an oven. That tracks. That tracks. Can I put one up there? No, I cannot. All right. Yay, look at that time lapse. Oh, wow. Yeah, when you said you were cleaning sand, you meant it. That's a lot of grime. Continue. We have 100%ed the Wallace and Gromit DLC. So, let's go back to bonus jobs. Clean the mini golf course, I guess. Oh, starting this mode will end your current multiplayer session. Well, what if we stay in bonus stuff? Just so I don't dox all of my friends. Can we do this one? Starting this mode will end current multiplayer session. Hey, buddy, I'm going to re-invite you. Sorry to ruin your angle. I threw off your groove. Oh no. There's punishment for that. Hey, so since most of you guys in here are fairly regular, just out of curiosity and not obligating myself, but what games would you like to see either me cover on the channel, pre-recorded videos of, or to do live? Let me do my network research. Silent Hill. You know, that's mean, is what I say to that. I'll make you a deal, okay? You ready for this? When I get to 10,000 subs, I will do Silent Hill if you still want me to at that time. I'll probably have to do it with an adult diaper on, but I'll do it. So, start recommending my channel. 1,000 subs is Elden Ring, just so you guys know. That's gonna leave a mark. Yeah, I was just thinking if I did do Silent Hill, pretty much have to do it with the face cam, wouldn't I? Even if it was pre-recorded, so everyone can see me flinch and squeak. I actually really want to play Alien Isolation. I just might do it on a guest account because I don't think I got the patience for the platinum based off of what I know. But that one looks terrifying. 2 looks so good. You know, James, you're not the first person to mention Fear. I'll have to check to see if it's been redone for modern consoles or not. Yeah, I think it was PS2. So basically, you guys want to watch me play horror movies or horror games. Got it. Y'all want to see me hurt. That's okay. Yeah, Final Warrior said we need a heart rate monitor. I don't even know where you get one of those. So, did you just hear a loud noise and dogs on this game, or was that something that happened outside my window? You didn't hear anything? Okay, cool. So the neighbor's house might have just caught on fire. We'll see. I wish I could say that would be surprising, but So Ghost of Tsushima, I've actually platinumed, and I went back to get the 100%, and I had accidentally gotten rid of my save data to go play New Game Plus. So James, that's actually one that could be done, because if you guys want to see it, I gotta go play it again anyway. So I did not check the cloud storage. No, that's a good idea, voice in my head. I should do that. But yeah, that's one that I could probably do. I really liked that game. And Yotai is coming out soon. I don't think it'll be a day one purchase for me. It has nothing to do with any of the stuff going on with it. It's just I no longer trust game developers to deliver a good product on day one, which is sad. But too many patches, too many issues. I was just talking to someone earlier about this. You know, Outlaws had to repatch everything and everyone lost all of their work. That would crush me. But yeah, Tsushima could probably do that. Now the question is, would you like me to see me play the main game again, or would you rather I play it and then start on New Game Plus? Okay. Maybe use the tools you're given. There we go. I sit here trying to find the dirt rather than clicking the button to reveal dirt. Is there an inside to this? Yeah, I picked the right one to do multiplayer. These levels are huge. There's a fountain level that took me 3 or 4 hours. It's not hard, it's just massive. That's what she said. And yeah, I'm not committing to 10,000 people for Silent Hill, but if enough people wanted to see me play it and they showed up, I would do it. I was kind of joking, but not really, about the I might need an adult diaper, but we'll see. All right, so horror games. Got it. Got it. I cleaned a rock. Are you proud of me? This thing is huge. Oh yeah, for anybody that's in here, it's after 7. If you want to drop your YouTube information and pitch your channel, by all means you can. If you don't, that's fine, but you're helping me out, so I want to help you out too. helping me out by telling me to play horror games, but you're helping me out. Is there something creepy going on in this game? I keep hearing wind and dogs. And I'm pretty sure it's not from the neighbor after all. You know, if they threw in one Five Nights at Freddy's style jump scare in this game for no reason other than because they could, that would be about the meanest, funniest thing. You're just minding your own business, cleaning, and at one point in the game, time indeterminate, trigger unknown, you just turn around and there's something big, nasty, snarly thing looking at you, and then it eats you. And then it never happens again. It's kind of like that thought experiment. If your dog looked at you one day and said, "Hey, no one's ever going to believe you," and then just never spoke again. Yep. Boop. I do not like this level. Maybe I should have played 40K. At least then Henry Cavill would tune in. Allegedly. Okay. Oh my goodness, there's an entire mini golf course over here. Mikey no likey. Quit trying to have a catchphrase. Do I have a catchphrase? Is it go you? I haven't used that in a while. Maybe I should bring it back. Oh my goodness, we're 20% done. Well, I know what we're doing for the rest of the night. That's the stuff. Okay, that's done. Oh yeah, I never did ask. I assume the sound levels are okay because no one's mentioned it. But if they're not, let me know. And I say that because now it sounds like a jet plane in my ear. There's just... Okay, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you confirming for me. Appreciate you. Clean everything. There's more? Huh. I wonder what is the biggest level in this game. I'm sure that someone knows. You think it's the pyramid? Could be. It is huge. Getting down to the brass tacks of cleaning here. At least you guys didn't say you wanted me to see me do the Mein Leben run or something like that. Like, so I appreciate you there, because I would laugh and say no. I know my limitations. I watched a guy do that. It was the first thing he tried for. And people were like, play the game first. He's like, no, I'm not going to try to platinum this game with that to be the last thing. If I can't get this trophy first, then I'm not doing it. I'm like, well, he's actually really smart. I don't know if he got trophies for beating levels or not, but that would be smart. Just do the hard thing first, and if it doesn't work, wash your hands of it, move on. Yeah. Both are bad, Final Warrior. Or there's just Crypto the Necrodancer as general. The hardest game to platinum. If you're ever, anyone's ever bored, and you look up, there's documentaries on the people that have platinumed that game, Crypto the Necrodancer. And they all say the same thing, which is basically to platinum it, it has to become your whole life for years. Well, that's terrifying. Yay, I made it. That was fun. Are you still having fun, sir? Voice in my ear at the moment? Okay, good. I don't know how long this will take, but this is definitely going to be our last for the day. And I don't know when, but at some point my son will come in to say goodnight, so... A lot of you guys know this routine by now. Schmeed! How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, this game is super satisfying. Is it in VR? Can you play it in VR? Smeed is a VR gamer and is a lot braver than me, because as silly as it sounds, Jurassic Park in VR is terrifying. Alright, well that's now done. Where... Get this. Yeah. He's The voice in my head is going around the upper wall. Oh, Smeed, you don't know what's going on. I have a friend helping, but he's on the cell phone in my ear because we didn't want to have to figure out Discord and all of that. So I have been letting people know what he says. But yeah, he said he's just gone around the entire upper area, and it's like, nope, you missed something. So he's got to do it again. There, that's done. Okay. Any? Let's see. Yeah, you were probably, and rightfully so, clueless. Like, what is going on? We low-tech to high-tech solution is what we did. And it gives him the privacy of, yes, he's helping, but he doesn't have to perform like we do. I will dance, he said, dance monkey. All right, that's about all I got. I can Vogue, but then I'd have to put down the controller. And I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, I'm going to go with the rest of that is connected to the upstairs. This is huge. It's just, oh, it's stupid big. Not what she said. I beat you to it. I beat all of you to it. Threw myself on that grenade. Yeah, if you don't like that joke, you probably don't like The Office. It's just... Alright, well, I got something. Or you got something. This is the worst level to divide up I think I've seen yet in this game. I mean, I would be trying to spray it into the hole. There's apparently a golf ball up there. In fact, this is such a big... Oh, look at that! Oh, it does move. Thank goodness there's not a trophy for getting that in a hole. Well, since I'm up here, should probably work. Hey, we're a third of the way done with this level. Yay, totally optional content. This one may beat me tonight. We'll see. This is such a great game, and then it's like, well, I'm done for now. But we'll see. Yeah, what he said. He said, this is such a nice and relaxing and calming game, and why isn't it over? Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yes, Smeed, they do. They take way longer than you expect. Which, I mean, value for content, or for, yeah, good value for your time, but I'd rather have more levels that go quicker. I know a lot of people don't like the vehicle levels, but I kind of did. Other than all the angles. Yeah, apparently people don't like the vehicle levels. Final Warrior's just now hearing that. The fire truck, the ladder on top wasn't fun, but other than that, I can't think of a vehicle that I didn't like. I really liked the plane with all the weaponry on it. That was a good one. Well, yeah, if you don't have soap, that would be a problem. I am a little bummed that you buy this fancy suit and all you ever see is the palm of your glove. Are there any levels with mirrors? I guess you'd see your reflection on the, or not your reflection, but you'd see yourself on the video at the end. That would be a good idea. Going back to James's thing on DLCs, you could do a Ghostbusters one and swap out the backpack for a proton pack. That would work. Smeed, we were discussing earlier how cool it would be to have historical locations as a DLC pack, like the Titanic, either before or after it sank. Like you could pull up a chunk and clean it off. And then I went all dark and I was like, ooh, maybe a famous battle. And I'm not talking about blood and gore, but you know, clean up like residual stuff. We can keep the game rated whatever the game is rated. I assume it's rated E. Although, what are the ratings in Canada for that? It's not E, is it? Is it rated by age? No, it'd be North America, so it'd be E. Okay, never mind. Had to stop and think about it, because these games are all playable in that region, so they'd all be rated the same. Alright. The gnome had to fall over. They kind of creep me out looking at me ever since James told me that they're alive. The thing I'm most looking forward to... Yeah, it's E. Okay. The thing I'm most looking forward to for number 2, and for those of you that have seen the trailer... Whoa! I just super jumped. Feel free to let me know what you're excited about, but for me it's the floor scrubber attachment. I have one of those in real life, and it's game changer in real life. So I'm hoping it's a game changer here. So, wow, I think I'm glitching out. I know you're not supposed to be able to jump that high. It looked normal on your side? Okay, well. What do I know? I don't know how high I am. Isn't that part of being high? Yeah, I know. In the game, haha, I made an edgy joke. I'm witty and clever. Was one of those dings you? Yeah, thank you, Smeed. I thought that was a tall jump, too. It's not just me. That rocketed. Good to know my friend has my back. Let's see. Maybe don't make part of this exhibit dirt colored. That would help. Bloom. Oh, it's the whole castle, not just the... Alright, well, let's go to time trial mode version. We're done messing around mode. I just broke both of my ankles. I jumped right off of the whole exhibit. Dang Skippy James. Oh my goodness, we made it to 40%. We're gonna make it. Maybe. Yeah, the game might crash. You never know. That's happened a couple times to me now. Not in this game, but Pacific Drive most recently. Finished up a good live stream, made good progress, and then bloop. Bye-bye. For the record, I'm not trying to spray you. You're just behind where I need to be. I'm not trying to spray you. You're just where... Believe me at first, now it feels personal. Well, it's because at first it was real. And then I was like, I'm going to hit him in the face. Alright, man. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in, Smeed. James said, if it makes you feel any better, I've only done less than 20% on the one level I'm working on. I mean, it kind of makes me feel better, but at the same time, that kind of sucks because I know you put in a lot of work. But yeah, it makes me feel a little better. A little bit. Power washing some version of COD Rage Quit. Yeah, right? Oh, you've been working on one while we've been live streaming, and you're only at 20%. Which level are you doing, man? So that I can know to fear it. Got it. It wasn't at all you. All right. Anything else? Yeah, there is so much left. He just looked down. He just looked down. All right, let's just start at the front. Okay, you can do the dragon. I will not take the dragon away from you. How much did that purple dinosaur at the playground stink? That was one where I'm like, oh, that'll be fun. And by the end, I'm like, I never want to see this again. Second least favorite. Ferris wheel's your least favorite. I didn't mind the Ferris wheel. My least favorite level is the subway or the pyramid, but I feel like you can't say that about the pyramid because it's designed to be awful. Well, I'll help you with the subway if you want it. Actually, it won't be till a lot later because stuff is getting crazy. But yeah. Come on, James. I'm dying to know what level so I can avoid it. He's like, dude, I'm just here to show support. I'm playing my game. Leave me alone, man. For those of you that don't know, James is the master PowerWash Simulator guy, having fully completed it to 100% twice. So unless you want to throw down your resume, he's the man. Are you cleaning in the dark? There's a dark area? Gotcha. It's all so dirty. See, this is why I get too easily distracted because I was like, let me get all of this. Well, while I'm here, I'll get this. Oh, this is almost done. Now I'm over here. Ooh, shiny. Yeah, we need an OCD simulator. I agree. Or better yet, an ADD simulator. You're trying to stay on task, and they're like, but look over here. And then in the last 45 seconds of the level, suddenly you have invincibility and all of your stats are maxed. And you can just blast through at the last possible second. And welcome to everyone who's joined. I see the numbers changing a lot. So, hi, new people. We're doing some power washing. We just completed the Wallace and Gromit DLC, and we decided to reward ourselves by shoving metaphorical toothpicks up our fingernails with this level. This is not a fun level. This is the mini golf out of the bonus jobs, which is a free DLC, so everyone that owns the game can experience this for themselves. And you should, because misery likes company. And my buddy just cleaned out a dragon's armpit, so where else are you going to get stellar stuff like this? Nowhere, but MPG Matt plays. Do 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 do. There it is. Hey, we're almost halfway done with this. It's only taken 50 minutes. Which means that by yourself, this is about a 4-hour job. You know, after all this, a beer sounds good. This has been kinda crazy. Oh yeah? Every time you drink a beer, a helicopter crashes? That's true. That is what happened to me on Gas Station Simulator. Way to tie it in. Well done. Biplane, but yes. Something crashes. That dude could not enjoy a beer for nothing. And you guys, the video where I beat the game is out. But there's going to be another one where I spend like 30 hours grinding. And then I have you guys come in at the last like 8 minutes when I get the platinum. That was one of the most grindtastic games I've ever done. And I would like to thank the game designers for putting in that party mechanic, because if I had to check people out until I got to level 10, I would probably cry. Which is what folks used to have to do. Alright. Stay on target. We want to clean this crown. Where are you? You know, that castle actually looks kind of pretty now that it's clean. Before it looked like the lair to a Disney villain's place. Oh good, we're missing a microscopic spot somewhere on this. If you need me, I'll be pressing right D-pad while going around this entire level looking for that spot. This is giving me flashbacks to the pyramid. Please be it. Darn. I had hope. I really don't like this. Good job. Yikes. All right, well, that's about to become a problem for later, Matt. This parapet wall. Yeah, I cannot find the speck of dirt. So we're going to ignore it. Because that's what you do with life's problems that you can't fix. Ignore them. This does not constitute actual medical or psychological advice. Please consult a technician or clinician before taking said advice. Thank you. All right. You should go Don Quixote on it. Okay. Let's see. You are number one. It could be a cactor. The dirt's looking like Final Fantasy critters. Maybe this was their surprise reveal for the Final Fantasy DLC. Yeah, we're finally picking up some steam. Some. But it's all going to come crashing down when we have to find all the things we've missed. I'm such a party pooper. I'm a party pooper. I'm here to poop your party. Why did I just remember that from when we were like 9? Man, you're just racking them out. Can't stop, won't stop. Oh, those are shadows. I was trying to clean shadows off of this. All right. Where's the dirt? Yeah. That looks like a minion. Oh, there's dirt somewhere on this carpet that's not showing up. Is it behind this flag? Nope. It was clearly there. Banana. We've reached the point in the stream where I've gone loopy. Lots of dings. So many dings. Not another propeller. Oh, this one's made out of swords. You want this windmill. %60. It's so brutal. Maybe I need to bring that closer. I don't know. Yes, it did just say second hole cleaned. I wasn't gonna touch it, but yes, your second hole is cleaned. That's happened to me a couple times. He just was moving his wand from one area to another, not aiming at anything, and it was like, ding, that's clean. Yeah, I mean, always take the free stuff. If my dad taught me anything, it's take the free samples. Take the handouts. You want to give me a completion for that? I'll take it. Does that mean that I've got an entire drawer full of sauce packets? Yes. Yes, it does. But who are you going to call if you need ketchup? Probably DoorDash. Anyway. All right, my dude, it is after 8 o'clock, and I'm exhausted. Would you be good with ending the stream? Okay. Hey, everybody. I appreciate you all. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for sticking with it. Yeah, I don't have much to say this time. I hope you all have a great night, great week. If you're working this week, may your work week go smooth. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday. So until then, I'll catch you later. Bye for now. Okay, you still there? Okay. I'm going to close this down.